What up? It's your boy T-Ray here reaction. Today's Wrestling Wednesday. So, about to get this video from Pllana production. So, like I said, ever since Triple H took over, WWE has had a lot of good moments, some good returns as well too. But not all his booking decision was good. And with Pllana production, we want to check out some of his 10 worst 10 worst WWE bookings as well too. I mean, Triple H has saved WWE, but not enough though. So I mean, he's not perfect. Let's put it like that. So let's check out 10 worst Triple H WWE booking decisions. Let's get it.
Triple H has been booking WWE for nearly a year now, and while he's done a relatively good job, there's been some questionable booking decisions. Some of these were so bad that people were speculating that Vince McMahon is secretly in charge.
Right.
But no, we gotta be fair and recognize that Triple H can be a bad booker at times and make some mistakes. So let's look at his 10 booking decisions. Number 10, the women's division. The first spot on this list.
I would say that that's kind of true. I mean, it's good right now because you got Bianca as champions. Who else? Bianca, Rhea right now. Everything, but it's like it's only like a certain amount of handful of folks are getting opportunities. I mean, Cena got an opportunity, but you know, like that looks the window, and I feel like the women's division can be a little better, but it's pretty good. But I see why that's why it's probably the lowest out of the 10.
To an entire division. The women's division has been poorly booked for the last year. Sure, there's been some good moments here and there, but for the most part, it's been bad. The women tag team championships are pretty pointless at this moment.
Yeah, that part is right there. Yeah, that part of the women's tag is it's definitely right now too.
And when it was introduced that they would return, there was a lot
both
of
tags right now, to be honest,
but they failed to make them feel important. Ronda Rousey was horribly booked during her SmackDown Women's Championship reign. I'm not saying she's incredible with promos, but you got to figure something out. Maybe give her a manager. That would have been a great solution. It really isn't that complicated. And most of the shows only feature a limited amount of women wrestling, and it is dominated by men. And when you barely book them, you don't have long-term storytelling. And that's another issue with most of these women's title matches. This has been a problem for some time now. Triple H has not been able to fix it, and hopefully he does figure it out and fixes it. But right now he's done a bad job with booking women. Number 9, Brock versus Bobby. Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley had the third.
Like I said, that whole matchup could have been better. It was like the match you wanted, but it could have been way better. That whole matchup between the two could have been better, but
match of their trilogy at Elimination Chamber 1 month before WrestleMania 39, and as a result, Bobby Lashley missed WrestleMania. Meanwhile, Brock Lesnar wrestled Omos, and I think it's fair to say that this was a bad booking decision. Brock versus Bobby 3 should have taken place at WrestleMania. Even the ending of the match at Elimination Chamber was lackluster. It was a Bobby Lashley win via disqualification after a low blow from Brock Lesnar. Overall, this
that pissed me off. Because the fact that they were still trying to push Bobby as a heel over it while Brock put the heel move, like what the fuck, yo? They was confusing. Because I mean, I get you trying to listen to the crowd, but no, man.
And it should have been at the grandest stage of them all with a clean finish. Number 8, Karrion Kross. When Karrion Kross first made his debut on the main roster, many people blamed Vince McMahon for never giving him a real chance to shine. Well, Triple H brought him back and then continued to do a bad job at booking him. His feuds, his matches, and the overall presentation just has not been good. You can make the argument and say that it's Karrion Kross who isn't connecting with the audience. However, I'm a believer that strong writing, aka booking, is the most important part of the process. And
I would say it's 50-50 to be honest. I mean, not kayfabe given I would love to see Karrion Kross blossom like he did in NXT and in Impact, but it's just maybe something about the main roster is just like he's like, I guess like the NXT and TNA, they gave him that it was like he fit for there, but like for something like WWE or mainstream though, it's like he just doesn't fit in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. It's just because like we see the Minson character, it's like Minson character before. He's like no different than any other Minson character as well. I'm trying to figure out what is missing. I just know what it is, but something is just missing with him. Like, you just can't put it in because, like, TNA NXT was interesting. You know, he was a heel, was interesting, but it's just something's missing with him. I don't know what.
While it does usually take a talent to make things work, 75% of it comes down to the right.
Yeah, it's just something missing with him.
Kayfabe side is something missing that can help him succeed. Number 7, LA Knight.
Now, yes, and for the 100th time, I'm gonna keep saying this. Push this man, pull the trigger on the face turn, man. The crowd wants to root for him. Stop making him. Stop making him. Shut the crowd up. Let the crowd embrace this man. Book this man as a face, please, man. He did a great job as a face on NXT. He can do it again right now. The crowd he's over the crowd, man. Do the right thing, man.
Another name that has not been booked well right now is LA Knight. Look, I'm glad Triple H got rid of the entire Max Dupree nonsense. While it wasn't entirely garbage, LA Knight is significantly better. With that being said, Triple H inserted LA Knight into a feud with Bray Wyatt, which was the worst thing to do because coming off of his return, there was no way that LA Knight was going to come out of that.
Yeah, that's the thing, but it's like I said, when you turn on anything, you should have. Matter of fact, when he turned on Maximum Male Modeling, you should have made a face instead of like retracting back to a heel where everything as well too. You should have did that. Now I mean, the crowd like him too much, man. Put that man as a face.
A feud with a win. So why would you book it? I don't know. What's worse is that he hasn't done anything important afterwards, and he missed WrestleMania. Triple H really had LA Knight available for WrestleMania and just didn't book him. I just don't understand how someone so over with the audience isn't really winning matches. He's got to win the Money in the Bank contract and then proceed to become the World Heavyweight Champion. That is how you save LA Knight. Number 6, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's return was absolutely perfect. Everything from
this, like I said, this was so disappointing, man. Man, I don't know what happened with this, man, for real. What happened? He's like both of them felt the same thing as a Bray, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the hell happened, man. It was
so the ultimate return at Extreme Rules could not have been booked better. Even his first promo on SmackDown showed us a lot of potential.
Yeah, it did.
And then Triple H proceeded to book him terribly. I'm not sure if it was Triple H or the writers or Wyatt himself who came up with the Uncle Howdy stuff, but that was not good television. And to make it worse, the story did not progress throughout the 6 months of TV time. I don't know who was a part of it, but Hunter is the one as the booker needs to recognize what's happening and he's got to take over. For that, I think he should get the blame. It was bad booking from him and his team, and we haven't even seen Bray Wyatt in weeks due to an undisclosed injury or illness. When he does return, I hope Triple H does a better job at booking Wyatt because I think he's still got a lot of potential.
He do.
Number 5, Damage Control. Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai.
I don't have too much comment on because they're heels right now, but it's about time to break them up. It's about time to make Io as a face right now because she's going over the crowd. You saw what happened in Puerto Rico with the bizarre ass crowd room for her and booing Bianca when Bianca was the face and she's the heel. So it's chance that you can make her a face, man, for real.
All showed up to SummerSlam as a new faction, a faction that was supposed to take over the women's division, and this gave fans a lot of hope that the women's division would thrive, but that wasn't the case. Triple H did a really poor job at booking these 3 ladies. It got off to a bad start when Dakota and Io Sky were unable to win the initial Women's Tag Team Championship tournament, only to win it weeks later. If you're going to book them to win it anyways, it would have been better to have them win it the first time around. Anyways, aside from that, they've just been booked to look like a bunch of losers for the last 6 or 7 months, and I expected the complete opposite. It is looking like that is turning into a storyline now, so hopefully that is the direction they go into, that Bayley was just a bad leader who was selfish. Number 4, Money in the Bank. Vince McMahon booked Austin Theory to win the Money in the Bank contract, and he was really high on the kid and thought he would become a huge star for the company. With that being said, he booked him to win at the worst possible time, in the middle of Roman's historic title reign, and so Triple H thought it would make logical sense for him to book Theory to cash in on Seth Rollins for the US title. I don't love it, but that's at least something unique. But the terrible booking decision came afterwards when he had him lose the match. Austin Theory then explained how he cashed in on Seth because Roman has the bloodline around, but then he ended up losing anyways. That was just terrible booking. A failed cash-in on Roman Reigns would have been far better, and I know he's fine now as a character, but that doesn't mean that it was a good booking decision in my opinion. Number 3, the draft. The WWE draft
The draft, again, that's 50-50 right there, but and the tournament didn't make sense. The tournament was good, just the fact that just the Raw, the heavyweight champion solution Raw guy got a Raw and a SmackDown guy is probably obviously going to be a Raw guy, but it could be a swerve. Either way, the drafting was so-so. It's like 50-50 with that.
Disappointing. I don't think it was booked that great. Triple H had the opportunity to improve its presentation, add some general managers, and make each pick feel important. Then it was booked the same way it was for the last 5 years. To make it even worse, you have SmackDown wrestlers competing for the World Heavyweight Championship, which is supposed to be exclusive for Raw. You already broke the rules of the draft and its concept. Then you got a good amount of free agents. I understand Brock Lesnar being a free agent, but why is Omos, Dolph Ziggler, and Mustafa Ali all free agents? I don't get it. I'm not happy with this year's drafts. Number 2, the world title. I personally think that the WWE should have split the WWE and Universal Championship because we essentially have a third world title now. But the company clearly has plans on making Roman the champion for another 5 years. So I like the idea of introducing.
This better be a joke. They try to make that man a champion for 5 years. Like, yeah, I hope he's joking. I hope he's just going along with the. What I'm saying that they folks want him to have the title for Infinity Beyond. If they really not gonna let Cody Rhodes have his moment at WrestleMania 40, man, then what's the point at this point? If they really don't do that, man. Like, come on now. Like, I know he better be joking about saying that he want Roman to be a champion for 5 more years. Like, are you serious? I don't even want him to be champion for another damn month, but that alone is bad enough. It's obvious it's going to WrestleMania 40, so because this is obvious he's not winning, he's not losing at SummerSlam because they're probably doing a bloodline Jay versus Roman at SummerSlam possibly, because the bloodline's crumbling finally. But if you really about to have this man try to make this man get the Bruno Sammartino title record, like, no, man, like. It's bad enough you got him going for the Hogan record and everything. He's always going for the Pedro. He's always going to pass Pedro Morales, but it's bad enough you got him doing the Hogan record. But come on, man, let that man lose that title at 40 or something, man, or at least lose one of the titles. Like, come on, yo. Anyway,
introducing another world championship, that is not a problem. With that being said, there's 2 things I didn't like from Triple H and how he booked the return of this belt. First and foremost, I think the old design is much better. Secondly, the way he introduced it was not good. Hunter basically said Roman Reigns is unstoppable, the roster is pathetic, and here's a belt for all of you who can't beat Roman.
Yeah,
it made it feel like a mid-card title.
That's the thing. Other thing too, like, dude, the way it's almost about to look like a consolation prize belt as well too, because they won't let Roman drop the belt, but who knows?
And that's why this is on the list. He could have simply just avoided that comment. And number 1, Cody. Thank you.
Yes. All right. I was hoping I was gonna say it in the beginning, but I was like, let me say it. Yes. This is the main one right here. You back yourself, and that's why we got the World Heavyweight title, and why we got guys from Raw and SmackDown handling. Why he's possibly, I don't know why the fuck he's trying to do this. Have the man go for 5 more years. He better not. At least let him lose at WrestleMania 40. You dropped the ball. You dropped the damn ball by letting Cody lose. You backed yourself in the corner because of this. You backed yourself corner because of this. Because of this. Because you want you want records. You want milestones. You want, as somebody call me out for not liking it, a moment to enjoy. That's why you back yourself in the corner. Cody could have easily in this story at WrestleMania 39, but no, you want to push it to WrestleMania 40, or possibly not have him finish the story at all. Because if he doesn't finish at 40, it's obvious that Triple H did this to him on purpose because of everything Cody did at AEW. That'd be totally fucked up if it is. You know what I'm saying? But this is the main one right here. You fucked this up. you fucked us up on not letting that man win, man. Yeah, guys, y'all put a lot of people, and a lot of people say it too. They fucked up on not letting this happen. I know good amount of people that didn't want Cody to win because one, they can't keep tribal dick out of their mouth. Two, they don't like Cody because of him, because I guess you don't like the fact that he's jumping in for the gun, or he's still hating on Corey from AEW because you know he was getting a lot of hate AEW and all that as well too. Who knows? Either way, you can't. To the fact that you carried enough fans, you back yourself in the corner, but carried to the wrong fans. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear what Pllana got to say about this.
And the worst booking decision that a lot of people did not like was Cody Rhodes losing to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39 for the undisputed Universal WWE Championship. I wasn't one of those people who absolutely despised it, but I added it to the list because there were a lot of people who did not like it at all. They thought WrestleMania 39 was the perfect time and Cody was the perfect person. I don't know about you, but let me know in the comments below. Do you think that Triple H made a huge mistake and that Cody should have walked out of WrestleMania 39 as the new champion? Or are you going to wait like me until next year to see what WWE does? Let me know, and let me know what you think is Triple H's worst.
Like I said, he did. That was a bad decision. That was a bad decision. We got no choice to wait for 40 because, like I said, there's no chance. The chances are he's not losing. He's not dropping. Unfortunately, he's not dropping at SummerSlam because they're not gonna have him against Cody because Cody's on Raw now and the Tribal Queen is on SmackDown. That's one. Number two. The book line's crumbling, so there possibly be a chance that Jay and Roman go at it at SummerSlam. And obviously, Jay's not going to win it. So there's that. So, who knows? Or there's a chance that Jay might win one of the titles. Who knows? Either way, we're waiting for, we're hopefully at least by, if we don't want to, but let's hope that he finishes the story at 40. And not have this dickhead on the top right picture hold the title for Infinity and beyond just because you want the moments. Don't do it, please. For the love of God, do not, man. And if I'm saying this, I'm only hating because he's a heel. Even if I like heel, I still wouldn't want this shit to happen because they're doing too much. We're not. I get that there was a thing back in the old days because Bruno Sammartino held the belt for a long time ago too. I would give him pass back then because he was the babyface. As well too, and many others, and many other 3 years like Bob Backlund, Pedro Morales, and all that, and Hulk Hogan, because back then we ain't had that many televised shows. Right now, we got a lot of access to wrestling, so we're not gonna want to sit and wait for that bullshit. We're gonna get tired. Folks are already tired already, and if they ain't getting tired, you just if they ain't tired, it's because they got the chopper dick in their mouth. Other than that, yeah, you back yourself in the corner with Cody losing that 39 and letting the Tribal Queen hold the title for Hodges for a longer time. You back yourself in the corner because now we got this World Heavyweight Champions as well too, and then you got dickheads making memes of Roman taking all the belts now, including that just to be assholes and everything, to be edgelords with dark humor and assholes. Well, too, and many others. All right, so thank you for that fucked up decision by not letting Cody win as well too, because now you done made the trolls. The trolls are really on fire right now. The trouble ass lickers are on fire right now. No, for real. Other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.